This week, we celebrated the Mid-Autumn Festival here in Hong Kong. From the lantern displays across the island to the fire dragon dance in Tai Hang, the celebration was filled with incredible activities to witness. As this was our first time in Hong Kong for the holiday, we got to deep dive into some of the local traditions and taste a whole bunch of mooncake. Having grown up in the United States, kind of the main way that we would celebrate Mid-Autumn Festival was primarily just with eating mooncakes. Here in Hong Kong, there's a lot of different varieties of mooncakes. Some of them are very expensive and some of them are somewhat more affordable. Right now, I want to go around Sai Ying Pun and find some of the cheaper ones at some of the local bakeries around here. So there's two bakeries that I have in mind that are somewhere around Sai Ying Pun area, but now I can't remember where they are. I can't find the first one. I've walked past it before and it's somewhere like up on the hills. Kind of had a hike to get up to it. I hope I can find it. After wandering around the streets for about 30 minutes, I found that both the shops were probably closed for the holiday. I was about to give up with finding mooncakes for this video, but luckily in Mooncakes the next day, we found a couple shops selling mooncakes, which we'll taste test for you later in the video. Did you know that the Mid-Autumn Festival has a history that dates back over 3,000 years? The Mid-Autumn Festival has its earliest roots in ancient China's agrarian society, where the moon was believed to have significant influence on farming and the harvest cycle. During the Zhou dynasty, moon worship was common among emperors and farmers alike. The 15th day of the 8th lunar month, when the moon was at its fullest and brightest, marked the end of the autumn harvest and was an important time to celebrate the bounty. Farmers would make offerings of food, wine, and fruits to the moon to give thanks for the harvest and pray for a prosperous year ahead. The worship of the moon was also tied to the lunar calendar, which guided agricultural activities. The full moon symbolized unity, completeness, and abundance, themes that still resonate in modern Mid-Autumn celebrations. Throughout the centuries, the way Mid-Autumn Festival was celebrated continued to adapt. Today, the Mid-Autumn Festival remains a time for family reunions and celebration, emphasizing togetherness, reflection, and gratitude. The full moon is still a symbol of unity and completeness, while mooncakes represent familial bonds and good fortune. Across China, the festival is not only a time to reflect on ancient customs, but also a celebration of community, family, and new beginnings. Modern twists include eco-friendly lanterns, contemporary mooncake flavors, and high-tech displays in urban environments, making the Mid-Autumn Festival a blend of old and new traditions. Throughout this video, I've been showing clips of the lantern displays in Wan Chai and Victoria Park, but now I want to take you to one of Hong Kong's biggest local traditions for the Mid-Autumn Festival. The Tai Hang Fire Dragon Dance is one of Hong Kong's most unique and vibrant Mid-Autumn Festival traditions. With over 140 years of history, it's a captivating spectacle in which a dragon made of straw and lit with thousands of burning incense sticks is paraded through the streets of Tai Hang. The event is deeply rooted in local folklore and has evolved into one of the city's most iconic Mid-Autumn Festival celebrations. The Fire Dragon Dance dates back to the 19th century, during the Qing dynasty when Tai Hang was a small Hakka fishing and farming village. In 1880, legend has it that the village experienced a devastating plague shortly after a typhoon, and flooding had caused widespread damage. According to the story, a local elder had a dream in which the gods instructed the villagers to perform a fire dragon dance to drive away the bad luck and stop the disease. The villagers created a dragon from straw and covered it with incense sticks, parading it through the village streets for 3 days and nights during the Mid-Autumn Festival. Miraculously, the plague ended, and since then, the Fire Dragon Dance has been performed annually to ward off evil spirits and to bring prosperity to Tai Hang. Alright, today we ended up getting a lot of mooncakes, so maybe we went a little bit overboard here. Why don't we start off with the custard mooncake? So I'll cut this in half here and you can take a look at the filling, egg custard filling. So if you've ever had like lai wang bao, it has like the same type of filling, which is just that golden custard-like filling into it. And these are really nice.
Do you like it?
I like it.
I feel like it's a little sweet. So we'll try this one next. This should be a snow skin one, so it's like mochi textured with raspberry crispy filling.
Wow, look at that.
Good raspberry, wow.
Ah, it is pretty good. But it's also like, I don't want to eat more than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I don't think I could eat the other half right now. This other mochi one that we got here.
Hokkaido melon. Oh, this also has some sort of centered. What is that reaction?
This one tastes like sushi.
Huh? It does.
I feel like I ate like a salmon roll right there.
That's pretty wild. I see exactly what you mean.
We might need to have some people over to help us finish all these.
These half-eaten ones.
Yes. So this next one is a bird's nest filling.
Oh, frick. Yeah, so it's mung bean with like some bird's nest.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
All right, hopefully this one doesn't have a sashimi flavor. I like this one more.
What is bird's nest supposed to taste like?
It doesn't have much flavor, I feel like. It's pretty plain. I feel like you taste mostly the mung bean in this one.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, yeah, I'm not big fans of this mixed nut one. But they do tend to be less sweet, so some people like it.
Okay, so that's, oh, it really is just like, kind of like baklava type of appearance.
We call it myeon, so it's supposed to be like 5-nut, but I'm pretty sure there's other stuff in there. It's kind of savory, actually.
A little savory, yeah. Not like baklava at all. I don't love it. Okay, so now we've got 2 more of the regular ones. I kind of want to do like a blind taste test, right? So I'll compare the expensive one and the cheap one. Don't tell me which one it is. And let me see which one I like more.
Sorry, I cut it bad.
So this is what a typical mooncake looks like. It's got the lotus seed paste on the outside and an egg yolk in the center. And this is the interior of the second piece. Was the second one you gave me the expensive one?
No.
No?
This is the first one, the expensive one. The hung hang, and this one was the one off the street.
I like the egg yolk in this one more. Like this egg yolk is kind of dry in the expensive one, but then the one in the cheap one is kind of like soft and it had like a nice texture to it. Okay, close your eyes because you know what the color looks like.
Maybe because I haven't had mooncake or lotus seed mooncake in like, I don't even know how long. Like it's sticking, like it's like covering my mouth.
Yeah.
It's like a little hard to swallow.
Okay, here's the second piece.
This one's not as sticky. This one's a lot easier to eat. I feel like the first one had a stronger lotus seed flavor. But texture-wise, the second one was easier to eat. I think the first one's more expensive.
Yeah. So the cheap one we got 2 for 50, right? So 4 you get 100. The expensive one is almost double the price for 4. But in terms of taste, I don't know if it's double as good. I kind of like the cheap one.
I think I like the taste of the first one.
You like the more expensive one?
The taste of it, but I feel like the texture is easier on that one.
All right, last ones. We are down to the ice cream variety. Oh, it's like a magnetic box actually, and then you just slide it out.
Yeah, just slide it out. Ooh.
Wow, look at that. And these were expensive. This was 158, so almost 20 USD for these 2 mooncakes.
Oh, you can open this one further.
Oh wow. Oh wow, look at the presentation on this. That's why it's so expensive.
And these are ice cream ones, so it's different from the snow skin cakes. Oh, these are...
It's legit like ice cream.
Legit.
It is just ice cream.
It is
the whole
ice
thing
cream.
is just ice cream.
It is. No, there's no skin to it either.
No, there's no skin. It's just ice cream.
Then what makes them mooncakes? They're not even in the shape of a mooncake.
Nope.
They're just bunny ice creams. You like it?
Yeah, but just ice cream.
Just mango ice cream?
$20 on mango ice cream that I probably could have paid much less for. Anyway, cool presentation, not worth the money.
Just strawberry ice cream?
Not even that special.
Doesn't taste very strawberry-y.
No, waste of money. All right, guys, well, there you have it. Just a quick video for Mid-Autumn Moon Festival here in Hong Kong. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you liked it, please help me out. Click the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye!